If you can only perceive three dimensions, you're limiting your life. What determines your prosperity, whether financial or spiritual, isn't just what you do, but how you see reality. Expanding your perception beyond the physical may be the key to awakening and creating a prosperous life. With small adjustments in how you view the world, your reality can change in surprisingly and rapidly. Want to know how? Let's go. The reality we experience every day isn't just about what our eyes see or what our hands can touch. There's something much deeper that shapes our lives, our perceptions and desires. When you think of prosperity, for instance, what comes to mind? What you intensely desire and believe with conviction can indeed manifest in your life. But beware, we're not talking about superficial desires driven by ego, but about authentic aspirations that stem from a deep spiritual awakening. When we free ourselves from fleeting desires, often arising from comparison or vanity, we connect with what truly matters. Consider the difference between wanting financial abundance to satisfy the ego and wanting prosperity to live in harmony and help those around you. These are distinct perceptions that produce distinct results. True prosperity, the kind that truly fulfills, is the result of a desire aligned with your inner self, where self-knowledge is key. It is in self-knowledge that we discover our true yearnings, those that have the power to transform our reality. By realizing that we don't need to follow external expectations, but rather our deepest aspirations, we begin the process of creating a more prosperous and aligned reality. A practical example of this is to reflect daily on what you really desire. Make a list of your aspirations, and next to each item, ask yourself, is this desire aligned with my essence, or is it something fleeting? True prosperity begins to manifest when these genuine desires gain strength and clarity. They stop being just dreams and start to take shape in the real world. It's important to recognize that our perceptions of the world may be distorted by external influences, such as others' opinions or societal fears. Therefore, take a moment, breathe deeply, and reflect on how you see life. Are you seeing a world of scarcity or infinite opportunities? The way we perceive our own ability to create a prosperous life has a direct impact on the results we achieve. If you believe you are limited by current circumstances, you will hardly see beyond them. But if you can look to the future with optimism, believing that something greater is reserved for you, you will open the doors to a more prosperous and spiritually rich life. Awakening to this truth requires practice and dedication, but the reward is grand. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to keep receiving content that will elevate your level of consciousness. By changing our perceptions, we initiate a transformative process. Everything that seemed impossible begins to unfold smoothly. Opportunities multiply, encounters that once seemed mere coincidences gain new meaning, and spirituality begins to occupy a central space in our lives. It's not about magic, but a profound change in the way we see the world and our sincerest desires. Remember that superficial desires create an equally superficial reality. When the focus is only on material things, without a solid spiritual foundation, the prosperity we seek never seems sufficient. On the other hand, by aligning our intentions with spirituality and self-knowledge, we discover that true prosperity goes beyond money and possessions. It involves peace, harmony, and a sense of purpose that motivates us to move forward. A simple way to start this transformation is to set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on your desires. Ask yourself, is this what I really want? Or am I being influenced by something external? Honesty with yourself is the first step to creating a reality that reflects your true aspirations. This way, you start to move away from ego and connect with your spiritual essence. And that's where the magic happens. When you free yourself from selfish desires and allow spiritual awakening to guide your steps, your reality begins to change in surprising ways. Barriers that once seemed insurmountable dissolve, and the path to a prosperous life opens up before you. Gradually, you will realize that the answers you have always sought were already within you, just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. With that, we open space to explore something even deeper: the multidimensional nature of our existence. After all, our reality extends beyond what we see and perceive on the physical plane. It is closely connected with higher dimensions, And it is through meditation that we access this new vision of the world. When someone sits in silence to meditate, the world around them may seem to disappear for a few moments. However, it is in this state of quietude that we discover a much broader and deeper reality. We are not just the body we occupy, but souls that transcend time and space. Through meditation, we have the opportunity to connect with this higher dimension and gradually understand that a prosperous life also involves this spiritual journey. Meditation practice is one of the most powerful paths to self-knowledge. During these moments of introspection, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without getting carried away by them. Over time, we begin to realize that we are not our thoughts or our limitations. We are multidimensional beings capable of accessing expanded consciousness. And this consciousness is the key to a richer, spiritually aligned, and financially prosperous life. The experience of meditation may initially be challenging, but this is precisely part of the awakening process. When you allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen to your own essence, you discover that there is an entire universe within you. Imagine yourself sitting peacefully, breathing deeply, and allowing peace to invade your mind. Gradually, you will feel as if you are floating, transcending physical reality and connecting with a dimension where prosperity and spirituality are balanced. In this state of expanded consciousness, you begin to see life differently. Meditation not only calms you but also awakens you to hidden truths about who you really are and the greater purpose that exists for your life. It is common for people to gain a new perspective on their desires and perceptions after a few sessions. You may find that prosperity is not something distant, but something that already exists in potential, waiting to be activated through self-knowledge. Meditating is like opening a window to a new reality. By calming the mind, you align with your spiritual essence, connecting with truths that transcend the physical plane. One practice I recommend for beginners is guided meditation. There are numerous apps and videos that can help with this process. Choose a quiet time of day, preferably in the morning when your mind is still rested, and dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to quiet your thoughts. This could be the beginning of a great transformation. As your meditation practice deepens, you will notice that your perception of the external world also begins to change. Problems that once seemed unsolvable start to be seen from a different perspective. You cease to identify solely with the material world and start to see life from a spiritual perspective. This awakening is essential for prosperity and balance to manifest in all areas, including your financial life. Meditation is not just a tool to relax or escape daily stress, but a portal to access higher dimensions. By diving into the state of inner peace, you connect with the source of true prosperity. A prosperity that goes beyond money and material possessions, but encompasses well-being, harmony, and spiritual fulfillment. A prosperous life results from this balance between body, mind, and soul. Another powerful practice for those seeking self-knowledge and a deeper spiritual connection is mantra meditation. Choosing a mantra that resonates with your goals can amplify your results. For example, the mantra Om Shrim is known for attracting prosperity. Reciting it daily for a few minutes can help align your energy with the universal flow of abundance. Thus, with time and consistent practice, you will begin to perceive that something much greater is happening within and around you. An invisible energy that permeates everything, connecting your physical self with higher spiritual dimensions. Meditation leads you to this place of wisdom, where you can access deep intuitions and answers from your own higher self. And it is precisely in this connection with our multidimensional nature that we begin to glimpse the infinite possibilities of the future. But is the future truly predetermined, or can we shape it according to our beliefs and desires? Often, we hear that the future is immutable, that it's already written in the stars. However, the truth is that it's shaped by our beliefs, feelings, and perceptions. If you believe that prosperity is out of your reach, it's likely that your future will reflect that belief. On the other hand, awakening to the possibility of a prosperous life in harmony with your spirituality transforms the path ahead. Your destiny is adaptable, and it responds to how you see yourself and the desires you carry in your heart. What many people don't realize is that by changing how they view themselves and the desires they nurture, they also change the course of their future. Instead of focusing solely on external actions, it's necessary first to alter internal beliefs. If you believe you can have a prosperous financial life and that spirituality is an essential part of that journey, your future will inevitably begin to mirror this reality. Self-knowledge is the first step toward this shift in perspective. Think about how many times you've limited your own possibilities simply because you didn't believe you could achieve something greater. Changing this internal perception doesn't mean denying the current reality, but rather reconfiguring your self-image so that it aligns with the future you wish to manifest. Imagine living the life you've always dreamed of. Visualize yourself achieving financial success balanced with a journey of deep spiritual self-knowledge. This is more than possible. It's a choice you can make now. A practical example for shaping your future is to start working with daily positive affirmations. These affirmations should be specific and aimed at the areas you wish to transform. For instance, affirming every day, "I am prosperous and live in harmony with my spirituality," can be a powerful tool for mental reprogramming. By repeating these words with feeling and conviction, you begin to alter your beliefs and, consequently, the future that is to come. What's interesting about this process is that it doesn't require great physical efforts, but rather a profound internal transformation. What you feel and believe deep down is what defines what will be manifested in your life. If you can change your emotions and perceptions about what you deserve or what you are capable of achieving, you will see that the future becomes something completely malleable. There are no barriers beyond those you impose on yourself. This means that destiny is not a straight line but an open field of possibilities. By awakening to this truth, you become the co-creator of your future. The first step is to align your feelings and desires with what you want to manifest. Prosperity, spiritual balance, and a stable financial life are within your reach, as long as you believe in them with your whole being. The external reality follows what you choose to believe internally. Therefore, the future is much more malleable than we often think. Just as a sculptor shapes clay, you can also sculpt your own destiny. A practical exercise is to set aside time each day to visualize your ideal future. Close your eyes and imagine in detail what this prosperous life full of spiritual harmony would look like. Feel as though you are already living this reality. By doing this consistently, you will align your present with the future you desire. This broader view of an adaptable future also teaches us the importance of nurturing positive emotions and believing in our own potential. Often, we are our own harshest critics, limiting what we can achieve out of fear or doubt. But by realizing that the future is not fixed, you free yourself from these constraints and begin to create a reality more aligned with your inner self and your most authentic desires. Finally, when you take control of your destiny, you realize that life is full of possibilities. The choices you make now, the beliefs you nurture, and the desires you hold are the seeds that will bloom in the future. Nothing is completely predetermined. Your path is in your hands, ready to be shaped according to your vision, spirituality, and desire for prosperity. And when we understand this, we begin to see that reality is not just about the present. The future and the past intertwine subtly, allowing us to perceive time in a completely new way. Our mind, limited to the physical body, tends to perceive reality as something restricted to the present moment. We live with a linear view of time, where the past, present, and future are separate. However, when we awaken to our spiritual dimension, this perception expands. The spiritual mind can see time as an interconnected web, where past, present, and future coexist. This new perspective empowers us to shape not only the now but also influence our future more consciously. Imagine that by meditating and connecting with your spiritual self, you could observe your life as a whole, free from the limitations of the present moment. By understanding that time is fluid, you gain a new clarity about the decisions you make and the paths you choose. This broader view allows us to make choices beyond immediate interests, connecting us with the greater purpose of our existence. A prosperous and spiritually aligned life extends beyond the here and now, reaching all directions of time. The spiritual mind, when well-trained, enables us to understand that the decisions we make today are already shaping our future, just as our past beliefs and perceptions influence our present. For example, in financial decisions, with a broader view of time, you start investing not only in the immediate but also with a focus on the long term. Investments in knowledge, such as reading books that foster self-knowledge and spirituality, like Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now or Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, are examples of how to nurture this broader view of time. This expansion of consciousness allows us to navigate life with greater wisdom. By realizing that the past, present, and future are a unified whole, we free ourselves from the anxiety that time can cause. We know that by planting positive thoughts and emotions now, we are cultivating a prosperous life in all senses. This awakening to the totality of time is one of the most important steps in the journey of self-knowledge and spiritual fulfillment. A practical exercise to access the spiritual vision is the practice of time meditation. For a few minutes each day, close your eyes and visualize your life as a continuous thread traversing past, present, and future. Imagine yourself floating above this thread, observing how each part of your journey connects. By doing this, you begin to perceive how time can be shaped by your perception and how your consciousness is capable of transcending these earthly limitations. The spiritual vision not only broadens our perception of time, but also helps us deal better with present adversities. When facing challenges, we can view them as learning opportunities that will directly influence our future. By connecting these experiences with the greater journey of our souls, we understand that everything has a purpose, and even difficult moments are part of a prosperous life, built with wisdom and awareness. This perception of time as a unified whole makes us value even more the power of the present moment. The present is not an isolated thing, but the key that allows us to alter both the past and the future. When we live with full attention to the now, without getting lost in worries about tomorrow, we connect more deeply with our spiritual essence. And it is in this presence that we find the answers to the deepest questions about prosperity and purpose. As we expand our spiritual vision, we also begin to see how our choices affect not only our individual lives but also the lives of those around us. Our actions and thoughts reverberate, creating a chain of events that can influence the collective future. This is one of the great responsibilities of those who awaken to a spiritual and prosperous life. Understanding that our actions in the present shape the future for everyone, not just ourselves. This understanding of time teaches us that we are not bound to a fixed destiny. We can alter our trajectory at any moment, as long as we are willing to change our perception and desires. By aligning our spiritual vision with our daily actions, we open the path to a more balanced and prosperous life, where the past does not hold us back, the present is our field of action, and the future is a blank canvas ready to be painted by our intentions. This broader perception of time and space prepares us to explore even more the power of the mind in creating a prosperous reality. Imagination, often underestimated, is one of the most powerful tools we have for shaping our reality. When you visualize something with clarity and emotion, you activate invisible forces that start working in your favor. Everything we deeply desire, whether financial prosperity or spiritual awakening, begins with the ability to imagine that future as a present reality. The key is to keep that vision alive and filled with feeling, as if what you want is already happening. A practical example of how imagination can shape the future is in the simple act of daydreaming. Picture yourself living the life you've always wanted, with financial abundance and constant spiritual peace. The more you immerse yourself in this mental image, the more the universe begins to align with your desire. Prosperity begins at the moment you allow yourself to experience it internally. This exercise, when done frequently and with emotional intensity, can completely transform how you view your life and the opportunities that arise. Imagination is not just an escape from reality, but a way to expand it. When you visualize a desired scenario in detail, you're creating a mental blueprint that can, over time, materialize into the physical world. Picture yourself moving towards your financial goals, already having achieved a prosperous and balanced life. Feel the relief, satisfaction, and tranquility that come with that achievement. This emotional immersion prepares your mind and spirit to attract the right circumstances. If you want to improve your financial situation, for example, start by imagining that you already have abundance. By doing this, your behavior begins to align with this new perception of reality. You start making more confident decisions, seeing opportunities where you previously saw obstacles, and acting with greater determination. This is how imagination, combined with self-awareness, becomes a powerful tool for manifesting the life you've always wanted. Remember, the first step to having something is to believe that it's already yours. Imagination is also a means to connect with your higher self. When you visualize something clearly, you are in tune with your spiritual nature. This becomes a form of active meditation, where both body and mind are engaged in the creative process. Practices like creating a vision board can help materialize this vision. Collect images that represent your desires, whether material or spiritual, and place this board in a visible location. Every day, look at it and imagine yourself living the life you want. The key is to engage emotionally with what you imagine. The mind does not differentiate between a real experience and a vividly imagined one, as long as the visualization is intense enough. When you connect emotionally with the future you wish to manifest, you create an energetic vibration that attracts what is needed for that desire to come true. Prosperity, spiritual balance, and a stable financial life start in the mind and expand into physical reality. Understand that imagining is not just creating fantasies. It's about projecting a reality that is in the process of materialization. If you allow yourself to dream big, truly feeling worthy of everything you desire, the universe will respond accordingly. A good example of how to use imagination is to dedicate a few minutes each day to close your eyes and clearly visualize the details of what you want. If you desire prosperity, imagine yourself living in an environment of abundance, without money worries, and with a deep sense of spiritual fulfillment. By consciously working with your imagination, you are not only creating a better future, but also reprogramming your mind to recognize new opportunities. Change starts at the internal level and, over time, reflects externally. This requires discipline and faith, as it is easy to doubt the power of the mind in the face of immediate reality that does not yet reflect what you desire. But if you persist and continue to nurture this vision of a prosperous and spiritual life, you will see results. Imagination, when combined with action, is the key to manifestation. It's not enough just to visualize. You also need to act in alignment with what you are projecting. If you want financial prosperity, besides imagining it, look for practical ways to achieve it, such as investing in financial education, learning about the market, or seeking mentors who can guide you. Imagination creates the path, but action makes it materialize. This ability to vividly imagine the future you desire, combined with a deep state of relaxation, can further accelerate the manifestation process. Visualization is a powerful practice on its own, but when combined with a state of drowsiness, its impact is amplified. When we are in a relaxed state between wakefulness and sleep, the conscious mind recedes and the subconscious mind becomes more receptive. It's at this moment that we should focus on our desires, whether related to financial life, spiritual awakening, or general prosperity. Visualizing what you want in this state allows rational barriers to be removed, making it easier to create a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Many people report that it is during this drowsy state that they can most intensely feel the desired results. It's as if the future were already present, and the feeling of accomplishment is tangible. For example, imagine visualizing a prosperous financial life before you fall asleep. Immerse yourself in this image, feeling the security and comfort of living this reality. When done repeatedly, the subconscious begins to work on manifesting this image, attracting circumstances and opportunities that bring you closer to this goal. This relaxed state is also an excellent opportunity to practice positive affirmations. While you visualize, reinforce your beliefs with phrases like, "I am prosperous," "I have control over my financial life," or "My spirituality guides me toward prosperity." The mind, in this state, is more likely to accept these affirmations without resistance, allowing them to deeply root in your subconscious. Over time, these positive beliefs will start to reflect in your daily actions, aligning you with your desires. This practice does not require much time and can be easily integrated into your routine. Before sleeping, take a few minutes to deeply relax and focus on what you want to manifest. Imagine every detail, from the sensations to the scenarios. If your focus is spiritual growth, visualize yourself in a state of peace, connected to the universe. If financial prosperity is your goal, imagine living in abundance, with opportunities flowing naturally to you. Make this a daily habit, and you will soon notice changes in your life. In addition to visualization, this deep state of relaxation is also an ideal moment to program the subconscious to solve problems. Instead of going to sleep with worries about how to improve your financial life or find more spiritual balance, visualize solutions. The subconscious, when fed with images and feelings of success, will work during sleep to find the answers you need. Many historical geniuses, like Thomas Edison, used this method to unlock their creativity and find solutions to complex issues. This technique is also useful for those who want to heal emotional wounds and find more spiritual balance. During the drowsy state, visualize yourself in a state of harmony, forgiving yourself and others, and releasing any emotional weight. The peace this brings directly impacts how you interact with the world and the opportunities that arise. When we are spiritually aligned, prosperity flows more naturally because we are in tune with the universe. Furthermore, this drowsy state allows you to align your thoughts with the universe more effectively. By deeply focusing on what you want as if it were already a reality, you attract what you desire into your life. This is the magic of visualization. It makes the future and present intertwine. When you feel that something is already yours, your energy vibrates in harmony with that reality, and the universe responds to that frequency. A practical exercise you can try is the following. When you are on the brink of sleep, visualize your perfect life in every detail. Feel the emotions of having already achieved what you want. If it's financial prosperity, imagine how you would feel looking at your bank account, making purchases without worries. If it's spiritual awakening you seek, feel the lightness of being completely at peace with yourself and the world around you. Repeat this process every night and watch how things start to unfold. This deep relaxation state, combined with visualization, is also a time when we can connect with our intuition. Often, it's during this state that powerful insights emerge, seemingly from a higher source. Intuition, when cultivated, guides us in the right direction, whether in financial decisions or spiritual growth. Trust the sensations that arise at this moment, as they may be answers from your higher self. By using the drowsy state to manifest your desires, you align your conscious and subconscious mind with the universe. This alignment creates a harmonious flow of energy that attracts what you most desire. And as this process becomes part of your routine, you'll see how possible it is to completely transform your reality. Alignment with the universe begins when we recognize the divinity within us and around us. By expanding our consciousness, we realize that we are part of a greater whole, and this awareness allows us to act as co-creators of our own reality. When we are in harmony with the universe, prosperity and spiritual awakening flow naturally, as if life is guiding us to fulfill our desires. This process does not happen passively but actively, through conscious and aligned choices. At this point, positive affirmations come into play. They are a powerful tool for reprogramming the mind and aligning with the universe's energy. By repeating affirmations daily like, "I am worthy of a prosperous life," or "I am a spiritual being in constant evolution," you strengthen your connection to this higher truth. Over time, your mind begins to accept these affirmations as reality, making space for financial prosperity and spiritual awakening to manifest tangibly in your life. These simple practices can be done at any time of day, and each repetition brings you closer to a more prosperous and balanced reality. Alignment also involves being aware of our thoughts and feelings. It's crucial that you constantly monitor what you think and feel, as they have the power to shape your reality. If you often find yourself in situations of scarcity or stagnation, it may be a sign that your vibration isn't in tune with prosperity and abundance. By nurturing thoughts of self-awareness and prosperity, you adjust your vibration, and in return, the universe responds with opportunities and paths that previously seemed invisible. A practical example of how to align with the universe is to dedicate daily time to gratitude. By genuinely giving thanks for what you already have, regardless of the area of life, you are in tune with the universe's flow of abundance. The practice of gratitude can transform your perspective and, as a result, attract more of what you desire. Try a simple exercise. Upon waking, think of 3 things you are grateful for, whether big or small. This simple act shifts your energy and makes space for more prosperity and spiritual growth. Moreover, aligning with the universe also means being attentive to opportunities that arise, often disguised as challenges. The path to prosperity and self-awareness is not always straightforward or easy, but each obstacle is an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing these lessons with an open mind and a grateful heart, you align yourself with the universal flow, allowing your financial and spiritual life to develop more harmoniously. Each challenge faced with courage and wisdom strengthens your connection with the universe and brings the awakening you seek. It's important to remember that alignment is not just about spiritual connection but also about a commitment to practical actions. Prosperity won't come merely from positive thinking but also through concrete steps toward your goals. If you want to improve your financial life, for example, in addition to maintaining a prosperous mindset, seek knowledge about investments, financial education, and business opportunities. The universe responds to movement, and the more you act in accordance with your desires, the faster they will manifest. This harmony with the universe also awakens our intuition. When we are aligned, it's as if an inner voice guides us more clearly, showing the way to the right decisions. If you seek spiritual awakening, connecting with this inner voice becomes even more crucial. Taking time for meditation or introspection can help you hear this inner guidance more accurately. Following your intuition is trusting that the universe is conspiring in your favor, guiding you to a more prosperous life aligned with your greater purpose. Furthermore, being aligned with the universe also means learning to trust divine timing. Often, we want our desires to manifest immediately, but the universe has its own pace. Patience and trust in the process are essential. What you desire may not arrive exactly when you expect, but if you remain aligned and persistent, you will find that everything will manifest at the perfect moment. Prosperity, both spiritual and financial, is a continuous process, and each step taken in alignment with the universe brings you closer to your goals. Finally, alignment with the universe is a constant practice of balance. It's not about reaching a final state, but about continuous evolution, adjusting your energy as needed. When you live in alignment, you feel an inner peace and an unwavering confidence that everything you need for a prosperous life is already available to you. This state of balance reflects in all areas of life, from health to finances and even personal relationships. You now understand how to expand your vision and align with the dimensions that shape your reality. But to transform your life even more impactfully, mastering the law of assumption is essential. Discover how this law can be the key to creating a prosperous and abundant life with simple and effective strategies. Want to learn more about how your mind can manifest desires with clarity? Click the video on the screen and start transforming your reality today. See you there.